Jack. Hey Tyler, what's up, man? We're in Atlanta. Okay, more towards like South Atlanta. All right. All right. Okay. Well, where are you going to leave it? You can't just leave your truck anywhere. I mean, I understand it's important. All right, you know what? I'm going to call you back. Or you're on your regular phone, right? Okay. All right, let me see if Eric can give me a ride there, and we'll have to get it picked up. All right. I'll call you back and let you know, if we can do it or what, and we'll get the information then. All right, Tyler. Bye. Okay, well, we have a driver that has a family emergency, and he needs us to come pick up his truck. This is a very odd thing, but he's a good driver, and we take care of good drivers here. I mean, that's one thing about this company. So we're going to go pick him up, or not him up, but we're going to go pick up the truck and secure the truck here until his family emergency is over with, and then he's going to come back and drive it. So let's go to Atlanta and get this truck picked up really quick. All right, he put it over here somewhere, so we're going to see where it is. It's right here at this business. Let's see if we can find it. Maybe it's down there. Nope. Oh, there it is. Right on. Now I just hope it starts. Ooh, nice reefer. Well, everything looks good in here. I'm going to do a quick pre-trip on it, because we don't have to drive it that far. But man, I would drive this truck. Looks in really good condition. Let's just check out the back really quick. These are new tires. All right, all is good. Let's get out of here. Here in Atlanta. Actually, we're south of Atlanta, and when we were coming down, the traffic wasn't bad at all, so I'm sure it won't be a bad trip back to Calhoun. And this truck, I've never seen a shifter like this. I knew they existed, I just never drove one. It's actually on the dash. I'll show it to you. There is no shifter. It's a button. It's like my Dodge Ram. It has my Ram has a knob on it. You know, where you turn the knob to change the gear. This one has a push button. I had never seen one like that before. So no gear shift in this at all. No nothing. All right, and because we're in a big truck again, of course, we're going to have to take the bypass. So, no skirting right through Atlanta. We're going to have to take the bypass. So let's get on the freeway here and make it to Calhoun, Georgia. It always gets slow in this section where we merge from the bypass onto 75 northbound. They made it a lot better than what it used to be. They used to not have all the markings on the freeway here, and it was there were a lot of accidents through here before they changed this. So, they made people really aware that, you got to slow down going around this curve here, including trucks. So we always take it easy going through here. Lots of traffic today in Atlanta. So I think I'm going to stop at the Pilot, get something to drink, and Eric's going to meet me there, I think, and we'll get something there and then go the rest of the way to Calhoun. So the next stop will be the Pilot in Cartersville, Georgia. All right, we're getting off the freeway here in Cartersville at Pilot, where you and I have come many, many times over the years. But in my opinion, you can't go to Pilot too many times. So we're just going to go in real quick, and if Eric's there, we'll say hi, and then we'll be on our way from here on up to Calhoun. Thanks for riding along, just like old times. It's good to have you guys on the road with me. I'm Indiana Jack. Let's stop here and get out and stretch our legs just a little bit here at this Pilot in Cartersville. I do kind of miss the truck stop life. Just stopping here, and it's bringing back a lot of memories. This was one of my old truck stops, this Pilot. So let's get on the road and get back to Calhoun. Okay, well, Eric wasn't here, so I guess he went back to the office. And so we're just going to cruise on up to Calhoun, up to the office today, and get this truck delivered back to the home office here in Calhoun, or there in Calhoun. And hopefully we'll have a nice trip. It's a great day, Every day is a great day to be trucking, but including today, nice blue sky, light traffic, no DOT officers. Trucking in Georgia, my favorite place to truck. Actually, I like trucking anywhere, even the Northeast, except for the boroughs. So let's get going. Woohoo!
Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack. Stay tuned.
Our last story is about a driver who got a ticket in Idaho for an overweight load that wasn't his fault. It's kind of an interesting story. Let's hear the phone call that I think that you will find interesting here at the truck yard. Hey Nate, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Jack?
Really, really good. Hey, it looks like you got a ticket the other day. What happened?
So I ended up picking up in 2 different areas, and after my second pickup, I ended up going to a cat scale, getting weighed, and I had all the proof to show that I got this, that I got the scale ticket. The scale ticket was way off.
What did it show?
On the cat scale ticket, it showed...
Well, actually, you sent me a copy here. It shows 21 or 120 on the steers, 200 on the drive axles, and then 200 on the trailer axle.
Yes.
Okay, but your total was 520, so you looked really legal then.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, so you got that, and then what happened?
And then I ended up driving along thinking that I'm legal. And when I ended up getting to...
I think you got to the Idaho port of entry.
Yeah, it was Idaho port of entry. And
I'm knowing your route better than you. That's not so good.
So when I ended up getting to the Idaho port of entry, they ended up pulling me in, and they said I was on my trailer axles. They said I was over 2,000 pounds over on my trailer axles. So they gave me the opportunity to adjust it. But then they also said, were you trying to gross 80,000 pounds or were you trying to gross 70,000? And they said if you were trying to gross 80,000 pounds, that the fine is going to be significantly more.
And of course you were trying to do that, right?
I was trying to gross 80,000 pounds, yes.
Okay.
But to keep a point off the record, they said if you were trying to gross 70,000 pounds, we will allow you to adjust the axles because it was considered a hybrid load. It was you could be over on your drives so much, and so I was clear in the 80,000, but I was not clear on the weight of my axles. So they said we'll allow you to adjust the axles if you say you are trying to gross 70,000 pounds.
Let me ask you this: were you going to be taking this out of state?
Yes.
Okay, so you had to be legal at 80,000, but it doesn't mean you couldn't tell them. If they were saying, yeah, it's okay if you tell us 70, we're going to let you slide, but you still had to make it legal for 80,000 when you left, right?
Yes, correct. And so they said it'll prevent, if you're trying to gross 70,000 pounds, you will prevent yourself from getting a point on your CSA score, and same with the company. And then as well as you'll just get a smaller ticket.
So is that what you told them then? Okay.
Yes, I told them that, yes, I was trying to gross 70,000.
Okay.
And so that prevented any legal battles or anything, and getting any points on the record.
Now, let me ask you this: did they want to see, or did you volunteer to show them your CAT scale ticket?
I did volunteer to show them my CAT scale ticket, and they looked it over. And so when they saw the CAT scale ticket, that's when they asked, okay, were you trying to gross 70,000 or 80,000? And then they explained everything. And so they said, like I said, if I would have tried to gross 80,000, they said the ticket would be significantly more, and also there would be a point on the CSA score.
Oh, okay. Well, we've got that clear. So you accepted a ticket, and then I'm sure you were on the phone with CatScale. What did they say?
Yeah, so I called up CatScale, and they asked me to send my address, the ticket, the scale ticket as well. And they said if everything shows up that you were legal, or that the CatScale was off, that they will reimburse me for it. And they asked is there going to be any points or anything for it, and I said no. They said if I do it this way, they will not there won't be any points on the CSA score. So I agreed to do that, and they said okay, if we find out that the CatScale was wrong, or there was any issues, that we will go ahead and pay the ticket. With not even 2 weeks later, after giving all the information to them in an email, they've cut me a check and sent it to me, saying that that they could not find anything wrong with the CatScale, but they do see that the scale was still off, or the scale ticket was still off, so they went ahead and paid it.
Now they only reimburse you what it costs you to weigh it. How much is it now? $11 or what?
It's $11.50 to weigh it.
Okay. Well, still though, that's pretty good. You know, you would think that if the scale was off that day, that other people would have been having problems too.
Yes. So what I'm thinking is maybe the CatScale was frozen over or something, and that's what they're thinking as well. And maybe the ice just clogged up the CatScale to keep it from going down all the way.
Now, you know what you'd think as a trucker or as a human, you'd think that the Idaho Port of Entry, you know, the DOT would say, okay, you know, you did what you were supposed to do, and it was a mechanical fault. You know, you'd think that they'd give you a break, but they still gave you a violation on it.
Yeah, you would think that, but I do understand they are just doing their job as well.
Oh, okay, I got it. You still got a violation, but they didn't give you points because you went with the 70,000 pounds.
Correct.
All right. Okay, well, we got that solved. This is really an interesting story. You did the right thing. You kind of got screwed, but then you didn't get that screwed. So, well, glad. Thanks for sharing this story.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Hey, I know you're trying to fill we're not like doing advertising or anything here, but have you filled your truck? I mean, you have a truck that you're trying to find a driver for. Do you have a driver for that yet?
I don't have a driver for that yet, and I am still trying to fill it.
You know, one of the hardest things for a trucking company or a guy that owns a couple of trucks, one of the hardest things is trying to find drivers for it. What kind of a truck is it?
It's a 2014 Peterbilt 386 with a 13-speed PACCAR MX-13 motor.
Okay, well, that's better than, and some people would say that's better than a Volvo, you know, at least if someone that wanted to drive a Peterbilt, you know, hey, you know, what should they do? Just get a hold of you on YouTube or something?
Yeah, they can get a hold of me on YouTube, or they can contact me on my email at wolfexpresstransports@gmail.com.
All right, man. Well, thanks for sharing that story, and be safe out there. Don't get any more violations.
I most definitely won't.
All right.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Right,
Bye.
talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, you know what? It's good to know that CatScale really has your back in a case like this. I always used CatScale. I felt comfortable weighing on them, and there's a reason for that. And Nate, our friend at Wolf Express Transports, has pointed that out, and I'm glad he did. That was a great story. Thanks, Nate, and thank all of you for watching. I'm Indiana Jack. Until the next time, trucking really is an adventure. We'll see you then.